Yo, what's up? Zeke and Matt, Freeze, Romeo, Josh, Matty, Alex, what up, dude? What is up? Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit late today. As you can tell, I'm a little sick, but we're here, man. We are here. Not going anywhere. What is up? What is up? Thanks there, Aldo, Matt, Francis, Ivan, Oscar, Josh. What is up? All right, we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it for sure. Let's go intraday real quick. Very similar to the weekly scenario, getting that pump, and then we do come back down. We're testing right now this support level. Okay, that's gonna be the first one, and then from there, honestly, we might get a little bit of a bounce, sort of chill it out here for the rest of the week. Nothing crazy. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna come all the way down here. I think that would be a very, very hefty push. I think it's gonna take some time. As you can see here, this is the projection I have here for the near term. I don't think we're gonna squeeze tomorrow or anything like that. I do think that we're gonna get a small breather. Okay, remember, slow and steady wins the race, guys. And if we want this to be a higher push up, we need a larger projector pattern. Okay, so that's why we're looking at this, being that larger projector, right? The one back here, small, right? The one back here is even smaller, right? And the one back here, right, is even smaller. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger for you so you can see it. Okay, do you guys see that? And then this one's bigger. Projector patterns are not gonna look the same. They're going to be bigger if we want a larger price increase. So that's why we have this guy going on here. And we also have this major resistance level right here. So it's okay to come back up here, test it. Remember, projector patterns will ultimately decide if we will come up or down. It's a major point of volatility in the algorithm that makes that decision, right? So this would be the next level here around April 25th. We do get it. I'm fine for that though, bro. We're chilling. We're fucking chilling. Hungover? No, dude, I'm sick. I'm sick. Sick as fuck. Hey, we're doing it though, man. I'm chilling it out here. You know what I mean? What's up, Mikey? Hola, how you doing? Alan. Terrence, what up, brother? I wish I was hungover. No, I'm fucking sick. And I ain't going nowhere, bro. I'm chilling with you guys. Can't leave. You can't just leave the apes hanging. Yeah, well, glad to have you in here, dude. Hell yeah. Let's do it. It's a breather, man. So remember, projector patterns will come back to test the support trend line, okay? The problem with this setup here, and I was very clear about this, guys, is that, okay, this, you know, this could have been a small projector, but the reality is, you know, for a price increase like this, like the next run up or potentially the squeeze, you're gonna have a larger projector pattern. It's not going to look this small. That's why yesterday, if you guys saw that tweet I posted, I was talking about projector patterns, and I was like, I mean, yeah, this technically could be one, but it's very small, and this would be one scenario. But the one I was really looking at was this one. This was scenario number 2, which would be more ideal, because guys, you need to come back and test these levels, or else it's gonna be a nasty pump and dump. And that's not what the algorithm wants, guys. Remember, they're trying to bore the shit out of you, okay? So if, you know, things look bullish right now, you think you're gonna miss out, you're not. There is a second chance to get in, and that is right here, in my opinion, right? If we fail this projector pattern, then okay, we're probably gonna breathe it out for a little bit longer. But to me, it's looking like this would be ideal. If this comes before June, so, you know, I don't think we're gonna squeeze during June. I think it's gonna be before that, for this scenario. So it just, everything makes sense with this, dude. You know, with that scenario we were talking about here, where is it? Let's take away this real quick. Bro, where the fuck is it? Oh, is it here? Scenario. Here we go. So this is why I drew it this way, guys. Okay? I drew it this way, and I specifically said on this scenario that we would come up to the $28 level, and that was a price target, right? I did not say that we were going to squeeze on this date or anything at all. And I did that because of this regression trend. It's a point of, you know, it's a point of resistance, meaning that, you know, if the algorithm wants to, you know, take that breather and create this projector pattern, it will. And I think that's where we're headed right now, okay? We are down a little bit for the day, but again, guys, this doesn't change the conviction here in the long term. I mean, just look at it this way. Right here. Okay, here we'll go on this one again. Let's go on the 30-minute. Look at that. Okay, we might, honestly, in the short term, we might get another tiny push. I'm not sure entirely what's going to happen here, but I do see us just kind of chilling in this area for at least a week. What the fuck is it? Right around this area, yeah. Probably until next week. Maybe Tuesday next week, we start to like come down a little bit, just to come and test this support trend line here, okay? Worst case, you know, this has us going to around the $21 area, okay? And then from here, we go up, okay? You're coming back really quick, guys, to establish support, okay? Can't just go up forever. You need to establish support. And then I think at the algorithm, honestly, look, this is how I'm looking at it, dude. You see this clock right here? This, I don't think the algorithm was expecting this. This was FOMO right here, this peak. That's why you saw it come in and out very quickly. We did this in a matter of like 5 minutes. This is the algorithm being scared as fuck, dude. You clocked it out the threshold for a second, and then it got scared, got back in. And see how we're riding this line right here? Right at that $28, $29 level? I'm telling you, bro, that shit is not an accident. It's part of the algorithm, bro. We clocked it. We might have hit that threshold, dude. And now what are they doing? They're preparing for it. Okay, this is where you prepare to go long as a institution that is also long, right? The ones that are lending out the shares. I mean, I think the shorts know that they're fucked at this point, right? We come back down here, chill it out. You get your opportunity to get back in, and then we boom, baby. Right? So, again, I don't really have a price level that I'm looking at for the end of the week, but it's seeming like maybe in the near term we might get another tiny push up, maybe to the 31 or something, or 30, and then again come back down here like that, right? Yo. We got a little bit of a candle right now. Yes. We did, again, guys, we're down 8% for the day. We'll take a look at it though. We're gonna be here while we're at it, right? We're still gonna forget, guys. Still fucking bullish. We're gonna rally, and you know what? In the end, it doesn't matter. If we come back down here and we start going up again, and we break this resistance here, okay? If we get a full break, we go up to 40 bucks. Okay, then at that point, you've broken this trend line, and that is where it's game over, right? But if we don't, then we're gonna get something like this, in my opinion. Okay, so look for both. We just need a clean break no matter what, but this is, I think, in my opinion, just the most likely scenario. We're still gonna fucking look at it, baby. We're still gonna fucking do it. Gonna be here and rally it up, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a nice candle. It's a really nice candle, baby. Hey. Hey, yeah, and guys, have a good risk tolerance with your setups too, man. Make sure that, you know, like, be safe with it, be smart with it. You guys know what you're doing. You got this. You know, not financial advice, but you got this shit, dude. We got this. Something else that I'm looking at, guys, as far as, you know, things go here, okay? You know, if you're in this channel, guys, again, I'm never going to push out a bearish thumbnail or title telling you what's going to happen, but I'm going to give you the scenario if you're here, right, on the stream. If you're on the stream, I'm going to talk about what possibilities are out there, right? This is also the current setup for AMC and Ethereum, right? We know that they went up very similarly in price. And, you know, Ethereum hasn't broken up or down yet. It's just in this sort of flag, but it also looks like an arc pattern, kind of, right? Kind of like what AMC did in June. So if in the short term, you know, Ethereum starts to come back down and does this sort of setup, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to do a projector pattern. And guys, at that point, you know, we've been tracking Ethereum Classic here. So if we're following Ethereum Classic, you know that, you know, if it starts to come down, that it's likely, just puts more evidence that we might do the same thing in the short term. It just has you ready to be set up for that possibility. That's it. You know, if things don't happen that way, dude, then we fucking rally, and that's it. It is what it is. You guys want the truth, or you want me to just, you know what I mean? What do you want? Is the price not up yet? Oh shit, it's not up. Okay. Oof. We're getting a nice push right now, though. Hell yeah. Alright, hold up. Still gonna rally, guys. I don't give a shit. We're still gonna fucking rally. Doesn't matter. Alright, let me get the price up. There we go. Oof, oof, oof. All right, so this is what I'm looking at here in the short term, okay? So we have to come up here, Whoops. Obviously right here. Those are some nice green candles, by the way. Holy shit. Come up here, and then we also have to cross this one too. Oh, right here. That's the first one, and then this one's the second one. That green. Let's fucking rally, bro. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. What up? What up? I'm still rooting for Amy no matter what, baby. You give me the scenarios, and you do whatever you want, baby. I'm here to tell you what's up. We fucking rally it up. You know what I mean? Throw some elephants in the chat. Let's do it up. Hey, hey, hey. It's that energy, baby. That positive energy. We need some elephants up in this bitch, too. Where you at, baby? Hey. Did they cut him up? Because I'll use it. Send the GIF. Send the GIF in the Discord for me. If they cut him up nicely, send the GIF. I want it. Is Amy making the cut? Probably. It's looking. Whoa. What the fuck, bruh? What up, brother? Boom, boom, candles. All right, we're getting close to crossing this level right here. All right. Once you push through, you want to establish support here and then come back up here. And if we cross this, well, then again, you're coming back to this territory. Obviously, a good sign. Let's get it. Play Gorillas feel good? I'm down. Fucking down for that. All right, just real quick, since a lot of you just came in here. All right, I'm going to do this just very, very briefly, very quickly. All right, so this is what we're looking at. All right, if you guys saw that tweet that I posted yesterday, it talks about the projector pattern. There's two projector patterns, okay? So one of them is, again, very small, not confirmed in this, support trend line that's happening, right? Because you have to come back and bounce right here, right? So if this was the projector pattern, then, you would be in this stage, right? That going up stage, okay? And that's not off the table, it's not, but the projector pattern is a lot smaller. The second scenario would have been something like this, where it's a larger projector pattern that takes you up, right? And this would clearly indicate that the price level that we're gonna reach in the future is going to be higher. That's why there's two scenarios here, guys. And I just wanna, again, leave that up to you as far as what you think is going to happen, but it would be a dick move if I didn't talk about something like this, you know, because possibilities are out there, dude, okay? So just want to put it out there, all right? But whatever happens, what I want to see, no matter what, is a clean breakthrough on this resistance. And once we do that and we come up to like 40 bucks, it's over. Like, we need to cross this resistance trend line. We need to cross it. TD, what's up, brother? What up, Sub Hass? What's up, brother? Volume is low. It's a little bit low. What up, man? Hey, you guys are my number one. You're my number one, baby. Get it, let's get it. Baby. I'm sick as fuck, guys. I'm sick as shit. So fucking sick, dude. Like, physically sick, not like mentally. I'm just sick right now. That's why I'm late. I'm late. Yeah, it's what it is, bro. Is what it is. Guys, they took my stream down yesterday. If you were not able to access the stream, I apologize. They took it down because there was one song apparently that you can't even stream, like. So I disputed the thing. It should be up maybe in a couple days, but it takes a while for that. So I apologize if you were not able to access that. It should be up in a little bit. Diamond, let's buy some vitamin C. Hey, you're all right. You are right, my guy. Gotta get myself some vitamin C. Thank you, sir. I will. Thanks for the reminder. I definitely helped the immune system a little bit. Yo, Dan the Man, what up, dude? What is up? What are the elephants about? Bro, we just like to fucking rally it up in here with some elephants, bro. Some apes. Disco Man, rockets, all of the above, you name it. You want it? Just throw it in the chat and I'll get it for you. Monkeys? Yes, sir. We got apes. Am I on the 1 minute? Yes, I am. Oh man, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze so hard right now. Holy shit. Hello. Yeah. Sick as fuck. Let's go. Let's fucking go. But my face is all puffy and shit. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, Freeze. Appreciate you, man. I love you. I love you. Had to play ABBA. Dude, I'm sorry, man. I would have been here a little bit early. I was just like, I had a massive headache, dude. It's starting to go away now, though. You know, it's like the pre-stages of getting sick. I'm probably going to be sick as fuck tomorrow, dude. And the day after. But, hey, I'm still going to be here, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm going to be here. I'm going to do it. Fucking do it, baby. All right, let's see how all the other ones are looking here. Let's do bring Ethereum Classic in the game. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces draw the same that burn crosses. All right. A little bit of a dip here. That's okay. Let's go here on the. Let's look at it on the hour chart. See what we got going on. Yeah, they went up like very similar percentage-wise. They basically the same guys from here. Watch. See that? What the fuck? That's what I'm saying, guys. And then you have, right, you have it doing this sort of flag formation. So depending on what happens here, guys, it's really going to tell us AMC's future. I do believe that. So we are tracking. So if AMC does something like this, you know, and then does the little projector to bounce off, I think that would be the setup here projector wise, right? But if you start seeing Ethereum Classic go up, right, then we are looking at upside, right? So I'm still going to be tracking Ethereum Classic. I do believe that they're trading against each other. I do believe that this is giving us indicators as to what, you know, AMC's price action is looking like, will be looking like. Yo, squeeze my nuts. What's up? Hey, so again, this is basically, again, I like to call it a scenario here, just because yesterday, okay, follow me on Twitter if you guys want to. I post the actual charts on there, and I'm gonna update this. I update it every weekend on the website. So on the website that I have, I will post the updated charts every single week on Sunday, including the scenario. If you go on the website and watch the scenario, it'll be updated every Sunday. So on Twitter, though, I did post this yesterday. If this was a projector, which is very tiny, it's very small compared to the other projectors. So this would be a larger projector, right? Projectors come back down to test previous resistance or previous support trend lines. They look like little hats, right? Little arc patterns. And then right here, that's where you get that initial bounce that breaks out. It's a way that the algorithm checks for requirements. Once you clock that threshold limit, you're fucked. So you're gonna set up for it, you go long, and then you fucking cause the squeeze, right? Or a run up, another cycle, right? That is something that nobody knows. I don't know that. We'll know that in the near future, though, for sure. Alright, let's play some, I hope you guys appreciate the setups that I'm providing here. Like, even if it's short-term downside, I mean, I hope that you guys appreciate that, and you don't want me to, you know, just, again, I'm giving you multiple scenarios. If we get that cross on the resistance, I believe it for sure. If we get that major cross and we just go, that this thing is going to fly, for sure. But, you know, just like I had that setup here for the 29th, guys, at 28 bucks, I called that right down here. We got that specifically. I don't just make these setups here predicting the price action. No, this is specifically due to the cycle, the way that they've been trading the algorithm here based on the cycle, based on the specifically on these dates. This isn't just a prediction. I'm using a lot of things to come up with this. So again, I hope you guys appreciate that. You don't think I'm some sort of like crazy person over here. Thank you. I really do appreciate you guys, because you guys are the most understanding people, man, in this entire community. All right, there's gonna be people that, you know, just pull through, and I know the psychology behind it. Again, I will never post. I'm never going to post a video specifically telling, like, on that video that we're going down. I will never do that, because it does cause drama. It causes unexpected drama, FUD, right? But if I'm giving you the scenario, putting it in there for you, and how we're going to squeeze, how I think we're going to squeeze based off of the cycle and the history's past, I think that's extremely fair. It just sets you up to win in the end. If things are playing out that way, it does set you up to make good decisions, and especially giving you multiple scenarios and how that could happen, right? It doesn't have to be right at all. This does not have to be right, right? But if we do get this cross right here in the short term, you already know that would also initiate this massive move up, okay? But I think it's extremely important to look at things from both perspectives. To just be, it's better to be safe, guys, than to be sorry, right? I've paid the price, man, multiple times before, and it's sort of a little bit of a learning experience. But I've paid the price down here, and I paid the price up here too. Both times I did, and I'm telling you that straight up. It's a psychological game. It's a psychological game in the end. But yeah, I do love you, baby. And you know what? If we start to fucking rally, we're gonna fucking rally. All right? That's the beauty of it. It doesn't matter. We start to fucking rally, we're gonna rally. Okay? It is what it is. We're gonna do it. Let's see what we got here. Let's come here and let's take the 15-minute chart. Nah, let's take the 10. Gotta get tight here. And let's compare it. Let's see what we got. Right there. And again, we're looking at fib levels. We're not looking at the same pattern here. We're looking at the highs and the lows. And do you see how this is fucking crazy? Okay, wow. Looking at just the fib levels, guys, look at this shit. Do you see that? We're in the zone. Like, we came back down right here, and we might actually just stick around here for a little bit, probably until tomorrow, maybe. And then again, we do have a couple of other spikes. So this is where I was talking about this possible flag scenario here, because and we don't know what Ethereum Classic is going to do, but I think in the short term we will. I think, look at this. Look at how much it's narrowing, dude. Look at this shit. Dude, it's ready to go either direction, man. We know how they do it with flags, guys. A lot of the times they don't play out. We saw it with AMC. We saw this nasty fucking crazy setup here that was bullish as fuck, and they still shorted us down. Okay, so don't get psyched into this whole thing as well if that does happen with Ethereum, right? But either direction might be a teller here. Yeah, so look at that. I mean, from its down, look at this shit, dude. Down, down. Wow. This is why I think Ethereum Classic is like one of the best indicators for AMC. Okay? Not only did we, with the 120-day scenario, the cycle, Ethereum Classic was one of the ones that really, really got me hyped up, because as soon as it started coming up over the weekend, I was like, yeah, dude, we're next. We are fucking next. And now it seems like we're replaying the downfall here of Ethereum Classic to a T. Just imagine being able to predict this stuff, guys. Imagine how much money you can make setting up for it right? If we come back down and you're going in on shares, right, you wait for the next bottom and then you go in on more shares. And you're just accumulating along the way with, you know, a tracker. You were just tracing is what we're doing, basically. It's just tracing it. Wow, this is incredible. Yeah, Maddie, that is Ethereum right there, dude. Ethereum. So let's see. Let's look at it, because this is crazy. Let's go here on the 30-minute. So this, yeah, dude, look at this nasty fucking flag on Ethereum Classic. It's just, guys, look at this shit. That is like, if I've ever seen one, man, that is one fucking flag right there. Now, consider this though. I'm gonna show you exactly what they've done in the past, right? We see both of these right here next to each other, back to back, and you've seen this pattern before right here specifically. So this is why you guys got to be careful, right? We got Projector, and then we got the come down arc pattern. So we copy this and we paste it down here, right? We would have something very, very similar, right, in its own way. So here, I don't know if you guys remember this, but we actually had a flag pattern forming before we had this breakdown, which was right here. Okay, this was a flag, and dude, I still fucking remember this too. This was bullish as fuck. This was the first flag that we broke down. Okay, so everybody was like bullish here, and instead of breaking up, right, we broke down. And then on the macro, right, so we go down here 2 hours. This one was done, and then they were like, oh shit, why don't we just like make another flag? And they made this one, and then this one broke down. Okay, so you guys are starting to see the pattern, right? These are not always bullish. They'll make you think that the technicals are ready, and I've seen this before. They'll make you think the technicals are ready, and then they're not, and then they break down, right? Because on the macro, you can make another pattern with that setup, right? You could say, oh, the flag broke down, but if I look at this on the daily, it's another pattern now, right? Instead of it being a flag, well, now you have, I don't know, down here you have a macro cup, right? A wedge and then a macro cup. Now you're on a different setup, and it goes on endlessly, dude, endlessly. All right, enough of that. Come back here intraday. But this is crazy, dude. Wow, this is crazy. If we don't hold 26, well, that would be the thing, man. If we don't hold 26, then we're looking at that 22 level for the bottom once we once we get the actual leg up to squeeze. If you look back at this pattern that I just made here, was specifically I took this a lot of time yesterday doing this, because go watch my previous videos, guys. I talk about this specifically. Watch here. I'm gonna pull it up back. We have this. It's called AMC TA right here. And what does this do? It tells you what we're doing. And if you've been on this channel since we started talking about this, you know that specifically I was talking about the $28 level, because once we hit that resistance, there would have been a cup and then a handle, right? It goes both ways. AMC sometimes doesn't do handles, right? So that would be the only way we would just go up, in the near term, is if we just ignored the fact that there is no handle, right? But you also have to consider that, on a symmetrical level, you also have this going on back here. So sometimes things do repeat themselves in that way, and you would get, it kind of makes sense on this arc to come back down here, get a handle, set up for the squeeze right here, right? I've talked about this, man. I've talked about this. Remember, things don't just go up in a straight line. You gotta get set up for it, and then if the volume exceeds that threshold, they have to set up for it, right? And I think that would be right here, man. Look at that perfect projector pattern right here. Let's compare it. Let's see how that looks compared to this one. Right now, this one's a lot smaller, but you know that this one has to be bigger, right? There it is. It's your typical arc pattern. Okay, it's the same thing. You got your little arc pattern that sets you up. You come back down to test this. What this would be this. It would be that larger triple bottom cup, and this is just a little. It's a little arc trend line that is basically setting you up for that, right? We don't have that yet. We haven't tested this yet, and that's exactly why I'm giving you that scenario, because we only came back to test it once. Okay. I still believe that, based off of, wait, hold up. I need to update this. Where is the moving average? There it is. Okay, I gotta update this, because obviously every day we gotta re-update it. We take away this one, and then, wait, 11. There we go. There we go. And that is blue, and we are good. All right, take that out. Now we can come back here. There we go. So you see how we just came back. We tested the this level right here. Very, very important level. Not only there, but also a parallel channel, which is all the way down here. Look at that. It's like it hit it perfectly. You came down, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, come down, make your handle, projector, set up. If it fails, we go, right? But if it succeeds to stop the volume, then we come back down and we test, we just chill it out here for a little bit more, right? It's, in my opinion, the best way to look at it, guys. To sort of have a plan with the different possibilities, right? Just have a plan. I mean, and that's the thing, guys. You gotta. all I'm gonna say is that you shouldn't just listen to one person, right? In whoever's saying whatever, guys, including myself. You shouldn't. You should look as much as you can, and then make the best rational decision on your end. Right? Because, everybody's wrong, dude. Everybody's wrong sometimes. And you have to level out your risk tolerance. I know you guys are all pretty good at that. I mean, you guys all seem very, very much there when it comes to making good decisions. I could see it. It's the way you guys talk in the chat. I know it. I fucking know it. Oh, is my mouse pointer gone again? Ah, shit. Okay, let's fix it. All right, there we go. There we go. I personally don't think they'll drag it out that long. I think it's a matter of time, guys. It's this thing can't just be built on like that forever. I think there needs to be that ripple effect is going to happen when the cycle is setting up for that next zone, which would be around that end of April. I would say very specific to probably around that last week, which is April 25th. We would probably start to see the first run, and then on the first run, I don't believe that you're gonna get the squeeze right away. I think it's gonna drag out for like 3 weeks. So I think it'll be like April, like right around this range right here. Here, let's pull it up. Where is it? Yeah, so here I have it going up on the 25th. And then the 25th, it would just sort of do some sideways trading here for a little bit. And it's not going to look the same as this bars pattern, guys. These are zones that I'm looking at, right? So we go up here, let's say we come back and we get close to the $77 level, 78, right? We chill it out there, sort of shake some people off because that's what they like to do. And then, right, coming early May, we would go. And then I think by like mid-May, we would start to come down. So like, I don't know, May 15th or the 18th, I don't know which one. It's like probably a Tuesday on mid-May. They would start to bring the price back down because the squeeze would be over at that point. Everybody would start to sell. And this is if we have the squeeze, right? But if we have another cycle, then expect something similar, but not the squeeze, and then we come back down. So it all depends on what is going to happen next. If we get a cycle next, then we're going to get a very specific level that will, again, it's going to happen very similarly in the same way, except we're going to come back down probably a little bit beforehand, maybe like early May, and then repeat the cycle. Let's do a quick, just a quick setup here on the, you guys, we gotta update you on this because this is fucking insane. All right, let's bring the, first let's change the, it's here. We're gonna talk about this very briefly here because I think it's important, but let's bring the SPY because, oh, wow. Guys, I haven't looked at this shit in probably 2 weeks. I kid you not. Guess what this pattern is right here? This is a fast Fourier transform picking up this right here, okay? From the crash that happened in the correction that happened for COVID. This is the inverse pattern of that. And I specifically said on here that we were going to get a push back up because of this basically in a slower manner, just because the upside here is typically a little bit different when you don't have a catalyst like that or anything. But look at that shit. This is the fast Fourier transform picking up this frequency here and playing it out completely inverse. Isn't that fucking insane? Isn't that just fucking crazy? Like, this is, guys, fucking literally fucking cycles, bro. Look at that. It's back here. It's back fucking here. This is why I think we're still gonna get all-time highs. It's because we're playing out this, all right? And fast Fourier transform is what I used to come up with everything that you're seeing right now. This, the cycle, everything. It's because of the fast Fourier transform. Fast Fourier transform is a beauty of a tool. I don't even know why it's not like a thing in the market. I think it's something that literally predicts things to a T. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's crazy is what it is. What the fuck? What the fuck? Look at that. You have this entire upside right here, okay? Obviously playing out in its own way, but you're still having upside. It's the thing. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is this shit? Okay, all right, guys. We need to tag. Where's who was it? David. Some David dude on Twitter. He's like huge. He's huge as hell. I don't know. Somebody tagged me and he's like a bull. He approaches things a little bit different. He's an older guy. Somebody tagged me in his post and was like, hey dude, you should check out this Fourier transform. And he was like, nah bro, I don't do patterns. I was like, let me teach you, bro. Let me fucking teach you. Let's fucking jam it out. Come on this shit. Because I mean, he was like, everybody does patterns nowadays. I was like, okay, well, how about you just listen up, boy? How about you listen up for a minute? I don't know. I was a little bit butthurt about it because he's pretty big. He's got like 200,000 followers, and he's a respected man. But I still think he should look at something like this because dude, this stuff is crazy, dude. Fourier transform. No, not David. No, not Dave. Yo. What up? No, not Dave. Some other dude. I forgot his name. Somebody tagged me though. It was like 2 months ago. They gonna learn today. Yeah, for real. What's his name, bro? I know who tagged me though. Who tagged me? His profile pic is like black and white, and there's an ape with a suit. He's walking towards you. There's like a car behind it. It's exactly what it is. If you're watching, bro, let me know. Cause I the fuck know who you are, baby. Just tag me in that shit again. Let's talk about it. But yeah, I'm bullish on the SPY. I completely bullish, guys. If we get a retracement here, it's possible. We've been on an uptrend here for a while. Let's see how the Fourier transform has it. Yeah, look at that. The Fourier transform here has a little bit of downside. Oh wow, look at this right here. A little bit of downside before coming back up. So expect probably something like that, you know, in the near future. And then just a rally, bro. Say fuck you. Let's just fucking rally. Go all-time highs again. Oh wow. Wow. And you already know what that kind of means, because there might be some shit. That's why the SPY is going down right now. I think it's exactly because of this. It's tracking it to a T. You guys want to know what else is crazy? You want to know what else is crazy, bro? Watch this, dude. Just because, like, we're just chilling with AMC, I'm going to show you guys all the other stuff I've been talking about here. Where is it? Let's take away this scenario here for a minute. I think some people are like, bro, what is that? What is that? All right, I'll show you what it is, man, in a little bit. Where is it? You guys remember this that I was talking about? MULN and Clove. Watch this, dude. Okay, you guys know this, right? That we were in this phase and we were right here. And you know, we start coming back up. We're like right here. Now that I think about it, it's more of a macro projector though, so it's gonna be a lot larger. But look, when I pull up MULN, we've been tracking this guy since day one. It's been like a month since we've been tracking this shit. Look at this. Look at this fucking shit. and then we pull this back up. We clone it. We pull it over here. Look, we even got that downside right here on the peak. 1, okay, 2, 3, downside, and then up, okay? And we have the same thing happening right here with Clove. It does, there's a bit of a turn here. It kind of starts to come back up. I don't know. We might get a little bit of a push down here to create this this arc, and then this might be that distraction that we're talking about. And guess what, boy? Guess what? What date does this happen on? If we start to see MULN, all right, start coming back in the mix, right? Because everybody forgot about it, you know, blah, blah, blah. If we see it start coming back in the mix here when AMC starts to go up, what date is that? This is fucking May 2nd when they start bringing it up. And if we bring back this setup, we go up first, right? And then here, this might be a little bit extended, right? Because we're dealing with different price actions. So this one might look something like this. And then they might bring it back up here, like in May, to shake off people. Dude, wow. I would not be surprised if they do it like that. Because it looks, bro, it looks very fucking similar to Clove. Way too similar. Way too fucking similar. It's crazy. Look at that. What the fuck? Alright. We'll bring that back in the future. Bro, this music is gonna make me fall asleep. Holy shit. We do some rap or something. Give me that lo-fi rap. Hip hop. Let's get it, baby. Alright, we got it. Okay, look. Alright, that's a little better. Not the best, but that's a little better. Yeah, I don't, some people are upset, man. Come on, dude. Not here in the chat, not here in the chat, but some people are upset, bro. I'm just trying to help, dude. Just trying to help. If you, look, I keep saying this, but some dude here yesterday, awesome guy, man, Aaron, he went ham with the super chat. I was like, bro, holy fucking shit. But this guy made $150,000, dude. He got in on those cheap option calls, and he was appreciative about it, and I fucking love him. And look at that. He made $150,000. If you guys think, you know, I'm like trying to, I'm genuinely trying to give you a perspective on a different setup based off of what I know, based off of what I do. And you know what? If I could help you in that, and I'm doing a good job doing so, again, I don't know, just some fucking haters out there, man. Holy shit. Some fucking haters, bro. Alright, alright, alright. Aaron, what up, dude? My dude. Still holding. What up, my guy? You know, that's why I love you guys, because you understand. You know what's up. You fucking know what's up, baby. In the end, you know what's up. right. Yeah, man, Aaron, if you want, go on the Discord, bro, and show your strategy on how you did it, what you were looking at. You're more than welcome to do that if you want. You guys are all more than welcome to do that if you want on the Discord. I mean, the chat is clearly there for you. It's a very small chat on purpose. I literally have one chat on Discord so that you guys can just talk about AMC specifically, right? And then figure it out. I don't want to make it, so that there's like 500 different things on Discord when you could just get intimate in one chat, right? Specialize in that, baby. But yeah, you guys are more than welcome, bro. At some point here, and I did say I was gonna do this, but whenever I see, things are looking good for Amy and stuff, I will be also streaming the setup that I have here on TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, and just for you guys, for your guys' entertainment, because I'll never fucking tell you what to do and what to buy, because I'm not your financial advisor. So you fucking, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? Intraday, what up, Amy, baby? All right, fib levels, let's look at them. Fibbies. Well, what do you mean, let's look at them, bro? We got Ethereum Classic right here telling us what's up, and we appreciate you for that. All right, this is why you don't need fib levels, guys, because when you got the height, the low and the height of, the pattern that you're tracking, and we know that we're tracking Ethereum Classic, it's naturally going to tell you the fib levels, the best part. So even though the pattern in time might look different, right? Certain fate, like here, it's a little bit early, right? Right here, there's a little bit going on. You're overall gonna get a very average fib retracement, right? On these zones, right? We even came up here, right? You're gonna get it, and look at that. I mean, I'm highlighting it for you, bro, but like if I take the bars pattern out, look at what that did to Amy. This looks the fucking same. It looks the same. Natural fib levels, baby. There you, I hope that answered some question. Tobias, hey buddy, can you show us where we are now? I hope that answers some questions. You know what? Also, I am YouTube took my stream down yesterday because of one song, and I disputed that shit. So in the next couple of days, it takes forever. I've done this before. It's taken me down like 3 times, and I disputed that. So in the near future, here in a couple of days, you're gonna see that stream back if you want to look at it again. So I'm sorry if I left you hanging yesterday. Couldn't post that, man. Took it down right away, right after we were done. Yeah, I think we're gonna, so like I had stated earlier, if we bring back this pattern, there might be, here in the short term, there might be some upside that you might see in the next couple of days, maybe even like Monday next week. It is Wednesday, or even Friday, guys. We might get, we might get a bit of a run up. Like we might go back up to 32 and then come back down. That is very likely, very possible. I mean, clearly Ethereum Classic, you saw it do it a couple times. I mean, look at these. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. So, you know, if we take that, consider that, there might be a scenario here in which that happens. Now, let's do this again because I want to show you guys something. I'm going to take away the... So actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the moving average. I'm going to take away this because I want to focus on the moving average here. If we just take it down a bit, like right here, I think that might give us a better picture here of where we're going to go in the short term. Just because we did have that high of 34 that I don't believe counts. It was a wick, very quick wick, in and out, 5 minutes, and we came back down. So technically what you want to really focus on here is this moving average level, which was about 31.75. That is what you want to look at, that level. If you're going to be drawing any lines, look at that level, okay? So let's make a similar pattern here. Let's make a sort of flag here. And remember, this part right here might be crunched in a tiny bit. As these two are trading against each other, I said this, that over time, you will start to see them separate, okay? Little by little, and one's going to be tracking way ahead of the other. We might see Ethereum Classic go up in the short term, and then AMC sort of follow in, you know, a week's time frame or less, right? So what we had been tracking here is that they were, let's see how far they're apart from each other. This was on the hour, and this one was on the 45-minute. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pretend that we're right here. Okay, so I'm gonna say again that the low is right here on March 19th. Okay, because that's when we got the spike in volume. And then I'm gonna say that we're currently about right here. That's 4 days. Let's do 5 just to be like, yeah, let's do 5. Let's take away this. Let's take away this. All right, so in bars terms here, we got 45 minutes is what I had so far, right? So from this first spike, I would say that would have been right around here. And we would have been right, we're probably around, currently right here, right? Okay, and you know what? Let's push this down here just to, trying to see here. Let's do 6 days, just because it seems like this was very similar to this bottom here. So if we use this and we compare both, oh no. Currently what we got going on is, you know, Ethereum time, it took 6 days, and for AMC it took almost, well, here on closing it would take 9 days, right? So when we close, it would be like stagnant price action, maybe just chill around 27. So 9 days to 6, and then guess what? That means that we're tracking, okay, this is a total of 12 days already. So right now Ethereum Classic seems to be about 6 days ahead of us. If you're converting 6 days into 9, that's 1.5 or 1.3. So Ethereum Classic would be ahead. I mean, let's just round to 6. 1.3, yeah. So it'd be ahead 9 days currently, right here. Now, again, I don't want to look at it that way just yet, because if this is crunched in some way right here, you know, we could be tracking, and that's 9 total days, guys. You know, you're gonna see it fit in with weekends too. It counts, you know, 9 days, weekends. So starting today, 9 days would be next Sunday, right? And we would see something like that. I don't know. That would be kind of crazy if we were just trading sideways here till next Monday, which would be, that'd be what, that would be the 11th. Holy shit. Yeah. So I think we're going to start to see a separation here, a very drastic separation in time in the short term. We'll see. We'll see when that happens. But for now, I'm looking at it this way, man. Look at that shit. The fuck? Imagine we just, like, on Friday, we just fucking come back up to, like, 31. That would be some money. That would be a money-making machine right there if we did that. I'm not gonna put too much faith in that though, because I don't know how it's going to unfold. Fisher, what's up, brother? Nana, what up? DR Noah, yeah, if you guys want to do that, that'd be cool. I mean, we can get some peeps in here. If you guys feel like that is what you, get some more people on the same level, man, on the same energy. That's what I love about you guys, is that you're all on the same, like, I'm telling you, I've never seen a chat like this before, dude. Never seen a chat like this before. Fucking, you guys are something else, baby. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Leave a thumbs up if you like the stream. What's up? I'm a little sick, but we're making it. We are making it. Pushing through. Chuck, for sure. What's my thoughts on MULN? Again, I do believe that at some point they might bring that into the mix. It reminds me a lot of what happened with Clove. I'm not telling anybody here to buy or sell anything that when it comes to that, like at all. Oh, Joe, thanks for the 5, man. Sorry if I didn't see that. I was looking at the chart, but thanks, dude. Thanks for all the info and the TA you provide. Legit the best. Awesome, dude. You're very welcome. Thank you, sir. Again, so I'm just looking for a similar setup. They might bring you back in the mix and sort of, it's the way they do it, guys, on a psychological level. You'll have the squeeze happening or a next cycle happening, a next run up, and then they like to throw in other stocks in the mix to kind of shake some people off and make you go in on other plays. That's why you might see another rally. And it works. It does work. It's unfortunate, but it works. Again, I'm not telling you to spread the word and be like, hey guys, watch out for MULN. No, it's gonna happen regardless. If it happens, it's gonna happen regardless of what I say. And that is not the goal here. It's not to be an echo chamber to FUD like that. It's just for you that you're in the channel and I'm able to get that information to you, to this very small group. I think you like we're pretty if things do play out that way, I'd say we'd be pretty lucky to have that information, right? But my goal is not to start some like FUD and then just like get the word spreading, right? Because like I think it's gonna happen no matter what. So all right, let's look at Amy. Let's look at Amy. Getting a little bit of a drop. Okay. What I'm looking for here in the near term is, so this is a major level of, just on the run, right around here would be a level of support. And based off of the bars pattern here, you do have us kind of coming down to that level. I don't know how long it's going to take, but if it does, it would be something like that, 25. When is that, like, just out of curiosity, what the fuck is this? When is this? Don't be fooled with this, guys, please. This is Ethereum right here. There are zones here that we do not play out like Ethereum. And Ethereum is often early. Look at that, a little bit earlier. And then you sort of get a more volatile push on Amy because it's, again, trading intraday, so you get more of a larger spike combined. And this would, yeah. Interesting. All right, we're getting a hefty push down. Okay, yeah. Again, guys, anything is possible, and I'm not here to tell you what I think it's okay to agree and disagree with people. I think you need to, because at the end of the day, you're your own person, bro, and you're gonna reflect a lot of your decisions based off of the people that you resonate with the most, right? So again, I'm not trying to be that person to you or anything. It's just that people are gonna have their differences. I'm laying out multiple scenarios. I'm not going to just compare again, just a bars pattern and tell you that things are going to play out that way or anything, but I'm going to give you both possibilities. I'm going to give you the one that seems more likely, and I'm going to give you one that is still likely if it happens. And I've said it here that the only way in the short term that I think we would get this run, like I'm talking like, in the next week or so, would be if we got a clean break on this resistance parallel channel, okay? Because it's been a heavy one. It would be the only way, and at some point we're gonna get it, and that's why I think it'll be ugly right here, because you come back to test it and then you get it right. I think this seems to be more of a likely scenario, but if things don't play out this way, and let's say here in the near term we do start to run and we start to pass the 35 and then 40, then I'd say, okay, dude, we just broke this shit, like we might go, like this might be it. It's just like there are ways you can make money if you look at it both ways. It's just you're minimizing your risk, you're being a little bit more conservative with it, but I that's the way to go, man. You don't want to just YOLO your money because you think that a pattern looks similar and that is 100% going to happen. You don't want to do that, because then you're setting up to fail at that point, and that's not what we're trying to do in this channel. Okay, I'm not trying to do that. So you can make money both ways. Again, you're starting to see MULN go up. Why? Why are you seeing it go up? I think it's because AMC is coming down. All these other stocks are coming down. Remember, there's different cycles in the market. When one goes up and you start to bring another sector up, right? They're trading against each other in the market. It's just the same way it works with crypto. The entire market is based off of a cycle. If you have in the month, if you have one sector going up first, you're going to dump it, and then the next sector is going to go up, vice versa, and it's just going to continue. If you have everything going up at the same time, think about that for a second. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. There's too much liquidity in the market at that point, too much supply. That would not work. You need things coming up and others coming down, okay? Just chilling, baby. We're just chilling it out up in this. What better time to just chill it out, right? Chill it out. Another, let me see. I'm gonna do this. I'll talk about it, and I'll talk about it in a little bit. Alright, Amy, where you at, bro? Where you at, bro? Let's just look at the fib levels for fun. Hey. There's one. Okay. Typically, guys, fib levels, a lot of the time. Here, I'm gonna take the average, though. Always want to fuck with the average, man. I think I got it, though. Yeah, I did get it. A lot of the time, fib levels, guys, do go a bit beyond, too, okay? So, it's not, you know, right away, you're just gonna bounce off. No. You see down here? It goes in and out of that channel, and then you create this, you hover right over it for a little bit, at least. Unless you're, you know, making some waves up, some Elliott waves up, right? Then very quickly you're gonna come in and out. But typically you do sort of chill out in that channel, right? Like that. Who knows? Who fucking knows, bro? Something like that. Let's look at the, I just want to look at the SPY real quick, because this is, it's got me like, whoa, bro. What the fuck, bro? You know? Like the 31st? Interesting. Yeah, but again, I'm still bullish, bro. I'm still bullish on the SPY. Still a bull, bro. Still a bull. Alright, we're getting a little pump here on the on the Ethereum Classic too. Going up at it. Sorry if I'm moving the charts like crazy. I'm just trying to find the right one. So we cross this. I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to leave this right here, because I still think that if anything, that would be a level to bounce off of for a little bit. I'm going to make it red, right? Because you don't want to cross this. If we do cross that, obviously the next... Actually, hold up. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Around here, probably the Lola would be probably like 25, like maybe, I don't know if 25, but I mean the actual setup here that would run us up is calling for 22 to $23 level on the way right till June-ish, April-ish time. So right around here is what it's calling for, which would make sense, but not in the short term. It would make sense later. Right here, yeah. Right around. Look at that. Even this pattern is following very, very nicely. And it even has a spike too, like the Ethereum. Oh no. It even has a spike here, like the Ethereum Classic setup. So yeah, I would not get it out the table, guys, that there might be a little run in the near future before coming, you know, and chilling out. Oh, interesting. Maybe Friday. I don't know. Do your own DD. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me on that. That's probably like, I don't know. Yes, I can check it. Let me see real quick. Discord. Sorry if you guys are on there and you're posting stuff. I currently don't have it on, but let me look it up. Sorry guys if I didn't. No, man, it's Manda. Yeah, straight up Manda, man. When I say that, dude, we're never, guys, as people doing DD, man, my DD is going to be different than, you know, anybody else. It is. We just have different views in the way that we look at the, this setup, and that's fine though. I don't think there should be there's no division on that, dude. I love Rico. I love Astro. I love all those guys. That is nothing. Don't look at it that way. If anybody's looking at it that way, don't. That is not how it works. We are very much bros. I've been talking to him, dude. Just because we have a difference in opinion there, it does not mean, right, that we're. Oh, yeah, I just saw that. That's interesting. Now, so the only reason I look at things just a tad bit different here on that, and that, again, that is still a possibility to happen with the Ethereum Classic setup, right? Where you think that possibly we're like back here or something. But you have to consider this, the way in which these two went up. Okay, that's what I'm looking at here. This one went up 130% from its low. If we do the same thing with Amy, right, from its low, and that, you know, not that spike that we got, because that doesn't count. You have to have the median average here. Okay, they both went up about 130%, which would make a lot of sense if they're trading against each other and how they're tracking. So that's the only reason why I'm kind of looking at it that way. It doesn't mean that we can't keep going up, right? It seems like it has reached that level that we were looking at for Ethereum Classic and AMC. I mean, it's just crazy how they're both very similar, right? On the first run up here, they both went up. Let's if I could bring the volume. They both went up about 50% on the first run up. One went up 45. This one, on average, went up about the same 50%. And then on the second run, right, a little bit different from their lows. Low to a high, about 50%, and then again here was a little bit different. I think this one went up, no, about the same, yeah, 50%. So do you see that? Like, the fact that they're behaving very similarly in that has me thinking that looking at the fib levels and the ratios is a little bit better than just looking at the actual pattern, just because crypto on the macro, it'll look very similar to AMC. Like, if I pull these charts together on the macro, if I bring AMC on the macro, it's gonna look very similar, but we're looking at it very micro-ish here. So they are gonna look a little bit different. But the fact that they're following the same, the same levels is what I'm looking at here. It doesn't mean that we can't do that, right? But you also have to look at, the cycle, you have to look at the regression trend that we just hit, all of this other stuff that goes into it, and it does suggest that, there might be just a short-term breather, right? A short-term projector pattern before going up. But again, what are we doing right here with Ethereum, right? We're still in this flag, and it's chilling. It hasn't broken down or up. So I'm still looking at this like, what's going on? Look at how tight it's getting. It's gonna break soon. It's gonna break today or tomorrow. It has to. It might break. Yeah, it's gonna break today or tomorrow. So we'll see, man. Once we get this, we're able to make a better judgment, right, on what could happen here. But let's see, where are we down? We're probably gonna be down 10% for the day today, and that is. They're probably chasing that SSR, which, by the way, I don't think works. I think SSR is a way to make people think that we're going to go up the next day. It's a nasty rule. I think it's stupid. I think they're going to use that against us tomorrow. They're gonna be like, oh, it's SSR, like they can't short us on the way down, and they're still gonna, and they'll still short you. I've seen this happen every single time with AMC. It's crazy as shit. So just consider that too, man. Just from history, again, doesn't mean we can't go up, right? But they have used SSR as a psychological tactic to make people second guess themselves. Like, why are we going down even though it's SSR? I've seen that happen too much, dude. Too much. Hey, Dustin said it perfectly. You guys do the DD, then I take your DD and compare it to my DD and make the best decision possible on the next move. Nobody should take what anyone says as the way. My guy, fucking tweet that shit right now. You are 1000% correct. You couldn't have said it any better. You look at everybody's DD. You should, and you make the best decision yourself. Because you're responsible for that decision in the end. If you're making that decision based off of what you did, the research that you did. Perfect. I will praise you for that tweet. Fucking Dustin, you said it just right, my guy. Just guy. Get it. Thoughts on bars pattern posted on Twitter. Yeah, that's very similar to the setup, man, that we have going on here for what we have here in the short term. It's very similar. They're both projector patterns. One is taken from a different setup here, but they're both very similar in the way that they go up. And I think these are going to be those points of resistance, right, that we're going to be looking at here. And again, look at the direction and look at the time and the point of interest here. Don't look at the pattern so much. We don't have to do, this like SOS looking thing. We could do like, something else like that and then just chill out here right before going back up. That is also a possibility. Just look at the overall setup. Look at the point of interest based off of the cycle. Okay, the reason I got like the March 29th scenario is specifically made, okay, at that $30 level, the average $28 level that I was looking at here for the 29th was specifically made with the cycle. It's cyclical. The things happen on very specific days of the week, of the month. So again, I'm not just giving you a date and just hoping that it goes up that day. No, I'm telling you with the cycle how it happens. And I'm going to make a video on that in the short term, so keep an eye out for that. I'll tell you specifically how I find it, how I got it, so that you could do the same, all right? I think it'll be too much to talk about here if we, like on stream, it'll be way too long to go over. And I think it's fair to just do a video so that you can, go back to it and talk about it and shit, For sure, my guy. Anything for you. Where you at, bruh? Okay, here we go. Let's play some music. Let's just chill, dude. I need some music right now. Some at least some decent pop pumping up, man. I know we're down, but who cares? still chilling. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, throw them down below, bro. We're just chilling. Just chilling here, man. I'm down to answer some questions. You got them. Can I graph that falling wedge? Yes, sir, I can. Hell yeah, I can. Yeah, look at that fucking wedge right there. This is a wedge. I don't know what else isn't a wedge. I don't even think that made sense. What the fuck? That is one. Let's get the volume. Does it have the divergence? Not really. It doesn't. Divergence is obviously like divergence would have to be increasing in volume. It's not yet. Maybe in the short term, maybe, but it is looking more of like the average here. Let's do this. Good way to understand divergence. Always put the moving average and change the input. I don't know. Let's do like fucking 20. Yeah. Use the moving average for that shit. Don't try and guess. It is down, so this is not divergence. With a falling wedge coming down. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't go up. It just means that from a technical perspective, if you have volume decreasing with a falling wedge, typically you will get a little bit more downturn until you start to get it increasing, right? You can even probably do it one more, like, I don't know, let's do 40. Maybe that might look a little better. Yeah, 40 might look a little better. See, we got a little cross now on the downside. And what I'm looking at for a test for a bounce is going to be, if we get this today, it would be right around this level, 25.25. If it does come down today, probably around this level, 20. I'm gonna say 2010 right there. Yeah, it is a beautiful falling wedge though, for sure. I mean, that is one falling wedge right there, my guy, for sure. Okay, just keep extending that shit right around there. You know, get a little bounce and stuff. It is dropping though. We'll see what the SPY's doing, because the SPY sometimes, you know, will naturally bring everything down with it. You know, that's how it goes. Hey, the SPY itself isn't a fucking falling wedge. We are tracking the SPY very similarly today. So if the SPY starts to come down, I mean, the SPY is in a lot of shit. But nah, I'm gonna do it from here. Yeah, something like that. It's very average wise, it'd be something like that. You know? Volume. Now on the SPY, wait, hold up, let's pull up the moving average. It's 250. You're starting to get increase in volume here, actually, on the SPY. Isn't that crazy how these look? No, I'm gonna do, I think it's fair to do the 20, I'm gonna do 25. Whoa. 25, bro. What the fuck? You're starting to see increase in volume here on the SPY. Now, guys, sometimes, even though, you know, this is not divergence yet, I think on a larger scale, you would want to see a little bit more volume on the upside. So, can you guys even see it? Or no? Yeah, you can see it. There is a little bit of volume increasing, man. We might, I don't know, we might get a short-term little fucking rally here. You already know how this buy is, dude. You already know how this buy is. It goes both ways, though. You might get a dump, too. You know, it seems like it's in a very volatile state. It seems like it's ready to pop or not. Here, let's look at, where is... nah. Let's look at it. Fuck, where is it? Alright, whatever, we're gonna look at it here. I want the EMA cross on the SPY. See how we're doing. Oh, shit, man. Alright, it's a 30-minute, though. I don't know. 30 minute is pretty powerful, I would say. Maybe in the long term. How's the 1 hour? Nah, we're just gliding on that shit. See how the 1 minute is looking. 1 minute's not that great. Kind of want to use the... See, the 3 minute is okay. 3 minute is okay. Do the 5. Intraday. 5 is... Wow. 5 is pretty good. If you're day trading, you know. 10 minute. The 10 minute gets like back to back too, almost. It's like red, green, red, green. Red, green maybe? Maybe we just got red, green right here, dude. Green. Oh shit. Start to go up. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is gonna happen here in the short term with the SPY? The SPY has everything to do with AMC, so it's like we're getting a little bit of a spike here on AMC. What up, Derek? How you doing, man? Hey guys, we have 300 of you in here and only 155 likes. Guys, Will Smith that button real quick. Will Smith that shit. Like you've never Will Smith that shit before. Yeah, Derek, I still remember you, man, and I've been saying this in the chat. I know if you guys are commenting in the chat, I know who the fuck you are, dude. Derek Rose has been here since day one. I remember this guy commenting on my stuff, man, like when I had like 100 views. This dude, been here since day one. I love it. Same with you, Tickles, man. Tickles, you've been here for a minute, man. You've been here very, very early on. I appreciate all of you, dude. I appreciate everybody. Oh, fuck. Look at that. Aaron just posted on the Discord. This man. 120 contracts. And you are up. Overall, $100,000. Wow. Congrats, man. Congrats, dude. I'm happy as fuck for you. Happy as fuck for you. Look at this man's Twitter. Guys, on Discord. Wow. Good shit, dude. Congrats. $120,000. What? Hey, that is only the beginning, my friend. We're gonna make a lot more. All right, we got this shit. Wow, I'm very, very happy. You guys post your gains on there. Go for it, dude. Every time I see it, I'm like, dude, that is. I don't even think you guys understand how that makes a man feel. You know. It's a good feeling, man. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. Holy shit. Shocked. What do you mean by that, Ghost Boo? What you mean, brother? Yeah. Remember, SSR is I think is a way to get people excited for the next day. You know, thinking like, oh, we're gonna go up because it's SSR. With that, in my opinion, guys, I really do believe that is not the case. I think it's a way to get people in on plays. And sort of psych the situation out. Be like, oh, what? Apes are selling? Like, this is not short selling? It's a really nasty rule that they came up with because it does create a lot of... you're pointing the fingers at the wrong person with that. It's the biggest scam, I think. It's nasty. It's a nasty rule. Marisol, what's up? So not how we're looking specifically today, but just what I'm looking at here in the short term is probably a bounce around this area down here if we get it. If not, we might just sort of chill it out here for a little bit before coming back down. That's also a possibility, but I do see us trading sideways for a bit. Nothing crazy yet. Now, in the longer term, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I did post that scenario as far as the projector pattern goes that would have us... Where is it? It's not here. No! That bars pattern... Okay. Where is that bars pattern, bro? Is it here on this one? It's on this one. There we go. So this would be a longer term setup here for Amy. You know, depending on how it comes up and down, we might, again, I was telling the chat that, you know, there's still a possibility that we come back up, testing that resistance again, and then coming back down for a little bit. But a macro projector pattern, you guys have to remember that it does come up, and then it comes back down to make this arc on the previous trend line of support, which is down here right now. It's the same thing that happened back here. And it's the same thing that happened back here. And it's the same thing that happened in the November run-up, which a lot of people don't consider. I think it's a good setup to think about here. I think I have all of these here. Pretty sure I don't know what chart I was using yesterday. Oh, look at that. Speaking of this, I brought this up yesterday. This is us right now, and I had said, okay, look, it could go a couple of ways. I don't think this one's as realistic, but if this was a projector pattern, then you would have that, you know, you're following that resistance line right here. You bounce off of it and you go up. However, I don't think that's the case because think about it in price action terms, right? Okay, here we went up to $5, here we went up to 25, and here we went up to 77. If we want to go up to high levels, right, for another cycle or the squeeze, if you take the original height and size of these projector patterns, they get bigger, right? This one's tiny, this one's tiny as well, tiny. And if we took this one, right, it would be larger than the previous one, meaning that, you know, it's going to be larger because you're going to have a wider cycle in the end, a wider spread in the way the price action behaves. You're going to have a larger pattern that you're going to have to deal with. You know, it's not going to be a small flag anymore. They're going to deal with a larger flag maybe. So that to me sort of screams like, hey, dude, I don't know if this is it. It seems like there might be a projector pattern like that, okay, in the near future. And that's the one that would ultimately take us up, right? So that's why I have this set up right here, okay? And it's a scenario, guys. It's a scenario, just like the $28 level, you know, using the cycle was a scenario as well. And, you know, like Dustin said earlier, you look at all the DDs that you know, that people provide, and if it resonates with your DD, you know, looking at every single perspective, you're going to make the best decision doing it that way. Okay, so again, take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, Matt just said it right there. Bigger pattern potentially means a bigger run up. Remember, the projector pattern reflects itself on the run. Okay, I'll give you an example. Come here on the 30-minute chart. Okay, this projector pattern is a reflection of the run up. As it's coming up, it'll take, this is the craziest thing. This is how it works, guys. You know, it's really, really crazy. But let's take here May 13th from the start of the cycle up until this point right here, right? And if we come up here as well, from 3 to 3, the same time frame, all you're doing is changing the ratio, right? You're changing the height ratio. And if you stretch this up like that, right, you see the exact same pattern. Why? Because this is reflecting, okay, all the volume that has been stored away, it's going to reflect it on that initial run up. It's an algorithm doing this, okay? That's the initial first reflection, and then once you get right back up here, that's where the cycle starts, and it starts repeating all these patterns that are happening, okay? So think about it that way. If we have the projector pattern right now, it would be right here, okay? Okay, that doesn't look like a projector pattern to me. This one might be close, but then again, it's a little bit different in the way that things are playing out. You know, it could be, it's not impossible, but it's a tiny projector pattern compared to the previous one. So if we take this over here and we drag it over, see how big it is. Okay, I mean, it's not even as big, and this one's about the same size. So what are we gonna go up to 77 again? Maybe, right? But here you can even tell that projector pattern took a breather, came back down to test this level, and then came back up. So it's more likely than anything that we perform a larger projector pattern like this. Okay, we might get a little bit more of a push here, maybe to 32, 33, come back down, test this level around the 25th, and then start to go up, right? That is what we got. You need that Will Smith slap on it again? Yeah, right. We're listening to the fucking entire Strokes album here. Can't go wrong with the Strokies. Strokies are dope. This would be the also, guys, look at this trend line. If you're looking at the AMC chart, I recommend you draw this one, and I recommend you draw this one. Okay, and then what you should do is you should draw it to about the end of the month on April. Same with this one. At some point, it's going to cross it, right? If it doesn't, right, that's more of a bullish thing than anything, right? Where it's just bouncing off and we create a new high. Then I'd be like, all right, dude, like we just bounced off of this and now we're going up higher. Like shit, like that is bullish. But if we cross it, this, and we start coming down and we test this $22 level really quickly here, then yes, I'm looking at this one down here. And I don't think we'll cross this one. I think this is the one that we're going to bounce off of. So, technically, guys, and I'm pretty bold with these statements that I'm making here, but I don't see us going below this ever again. And I said yesterday as well, this is the last time you saw 13. I really do think that. I really do think that we're not going to come back down here anymore. I mean, just think about it. The worst case would be like a massive dump like that today and then just go to 18 and then go. But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. We're going to chill it out here for a little bit and then, right, something like that. I don't know. Projector pattern, bro. Yeah, stock market is a crazy place. It is. But that's why, you know, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out the system, crack that shit, and be like, no more, baby. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. And, yeah, there's ways. There's ways to figure it out. There are ways, man. Figure out the system. Problem is that, you know, it's not something that they're really going to push ever because it's... The way it works, guys, in the stock market is majority of people are going to stay in on the, you know, AMC community itself is, you got to think about that. It's very much separated from the overall market. And within that community, you know, itself, we're figuring out a bunch of shit, right? But, like, you're going to have groups, right, that are figuring out, you know, fundamentals, technical analysis, cycles, everything. And it's going to be extremely hard to just push out a narrative like this in which manipulation is occurring, because it would be a major threat to the stock market. The thing is that they know that a lot of people know this. They know that there is a percentage of people that know this, you know, they'll do their best to basically use the media to never push that message out. It'll always be like basically sugar-coated, and then just people forget about it because they're like, that's too good to be true. You can't predict the market. You're lying. Psychological, man. Hey, I'm feeling better, though. I don't feel as sick anymore. I think you guys brought it up, baby. Yes, they typically do break to the upside, but then after that, there's no confirmation that the bull trend will continue. So even if you get a break up like that, you can still get a break back down. It's a lot of the times, yes, you will get a break up, but remember, it's you gotta consider what's gonna happen after that, right? You're getting a little bit of a push here on Amy. Keep an eye on it here. And we'll drive. This might be that short-term breakout here on Amy. Yeah, and I want to make that very clear, guys. Still a potential run up on AMC in the short term is still very possible. Why? Because what we're tracking here, okay, on Ethereum, depending on how it's tracking, obviously, consider that. But it's looking like, guys, okay, it's on this one. It's just like looking at the SPY here. Amy. Right, we know we have this pattern laid out here for us that is Ethereum Classic, and it does, you know, suggest that maybe, just maybe, what? Is it not on this one? Maybe it's on this one. Nope. Oh, by the way, guys, this one right here, this one is also a cycle thing. Now, this would be a worst case scenario. I'm gonna talk about this in the future, though. I don't want to. I specifically want to focus on the projector pattern and talk about the thing, but it's crazy how we're like following this thing right now like that. On the upside, you're gonna follow it very, or downside, you're gonna follow it very closely. Don't pay attention to this right now. It's not what I'm tracking. That is funny. Okay, I'm just like pulling up all these like patterns that I've been looking at. What the fuck? Okay, anyways, on the Ethereum Classic, you do have this spike right here, obviously. These major spikes creating a flag. So that is volume. Where is it going, though? The fuck are you taking that shit? So Amy might get a little bit of a spike here in the short term. Just be careful with that. That's not going to necessarily indicate a breakthrough. You just have to be watching the levels, right? If it rejects the $31 level as you're coming up, you have to check for that. You have to consider that, you know, if it's going to come back down, that it might play out similarly to what we've been tracking here with Ethereum Classic. Yeah, there's some really good brokers. I specifically use TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. I think the platform itself is amazing. But then again, you have up there, Fidelity is a really good one too. I think those two are going to be my top, Fidelity and TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. I like how Thinkorswim is like pretty old school, and it runs very specific. There's a way. It's not really like a desktop application. It's updated on a certain server, because the way it opens up, it like automatically updates to a to whatever server it's running on. So it's crazy how the Thinkorswim platform works, and it's very, very fast too, very quick. And you could change. I'm pretty sure you could pick from different exchanges too on there if you're trying to trade on a different exchange, obviously. There's other ones. There's some other like low key like. Interactive Brokers is another one, that one's a little bit hardcore though. I tried that one. That one has some really crazy stuff. You can do some crazy stuff. You can you can analyze patterns in like 3D. It's the craziest shit. Analyze, it's awesome. You can do a lot of that too in a Thinkorswim though. Thinkorswim, you can also write code just like you can with TradingView. TradingView is limited though. Limited to what platform you can trade on, which kind of sucks because I would totally use it. I mean, Thinkorswim has the best charting for sure. I just wish they had options. They don't. They don't have fucking options to be looking at, and I think options are so important. That's why I look at everything to do with options, guys. I look at AMC on Thinkorswim. On demand feature is the best fucking thing, bro. One thing for sure though, guys, and look, this is one thing that I struggled with for a little bit before, but was like refraining myself from going in on positions, right? I'm gonna tell you right now. I went in on for shares. I went in right here, March 18th at 8:30 in the morning. Have not sold that, obviously. You can go on my public. I don't have it still in the link, but you can type in Trading with Emotions on public.com. And that's the application I'm using just specifically for you, right? Because I want you guys to see when I go in and out of positions in the future. So I'm using that for like a sort of like way to track yourself, right, on what you're going in on. But the main platform that I've been using, obviously, is Thinkorswim, so I do all the major stuff there. Public is just specifically for you. Okay, anyways. Where is it? Okay, so having a setup here also with like, not only trading shares but trading options, you can kind of set yourself up, or refrain yourself from going in on certain things if you are trading, right? Not only shares, but options, and looking at levels that kind of make sense. So that's why I'm being patient here. I'm going to be honest with you. I have not traded options up here. I have not. I did not touch any of them, and I'm not going to until, okay, until I see the projector pattern form, or if I see a breakout of a channel. Okay, because it is very, like, in my opinion, it's a little bit risky right now. Okay, so again, I'm a little bit more conservative in that, but if I do start to see the projector pattern form, you will be happy to see that not only are the premiums, like, basically back to where they started, because not back to where they started, but at least the short-term ones would be. The long-term ones would still have a little bit of premium in them, which is fine, but at least you're being safer with your position, right? If it does come down here, I will on the Discord, I'm gonna open up a new section specifically for, like, setups that I'm looking at, and again, it will only be for entertainment purposes and not financial advice. I'm telling you that right now, okay? And I will post that. So if you guys want to join that, go right ahead. For entertainment purposes, it's gonna be obviously free. I'm not gonna charge anybody for that, but you can go on there if you want to look at it. It's gonna be a section specifically for that, okay? Just by itself. So. Yeah, it's a good family in here, man. It's a good family. Yeah, guys, look, it's crazy what options did in the past couple of days, but it's ridiculous what they did, man. Premiums are, especially for this week, they're terrible. They were disgusting. They added up these new contracts, and at some point, man, the $40 contracts, okay, now they're down to 28 cents right now. At some point, they went up to $5 in the morning. What the fuck? $5 and it's down to 28 cents. Do you guys see what premiums do when they sell these? Specifically, 40s were already in the game, but all the other calls, they were selling them very expensive. When you get a volatility spike like that, yeah, it's them racking up that, you know, with volatility, racking up the premium, and then you pay that much for it, and then you lose a lot of money on the way down. It's not like stock, right? If you would have bought AMC up there, at least you would have, you wouldn't have been down that much. You would have been down like 10%, right? But, or a little bit more, like 15%. If you would have bought up here at $5, okay, you basically lost like your entire pool of money. Up there, obviously, I'm talking like worst case, if you bought at $5, which I think the average here was about $1.50. I would say that was like the median average of where the price stayed at for a little bit. So, but that's still a hefty amount, man. If you bought one contract at $150 and it came back down to 25 cents, then you would have $25. So just think about what that, like, how options work sometimes, man. That's a lot of money right there. Just like, and obviously, like, this is not saying that we're not going to go up or anything in the near term, but just that is what premiums do, guys. That is what volatility crush is right there. It's nasty. There's a video called Cycle Sessions on the website. I recommend you watch it. It talks about this. It talks about what they did on June 3rd to collect the premiums when they opened up the 145s. They opened up contracts. They sold them at very, very high premiums, and then they shorted the price, right, to $60, and then they kept all that, right, because the price did not go to that level. Okay. Again, the only way, guys, the only way we would have a major rally like that is if we cross the level of resistance, which is that 30, and it has to be a clean breakthrough. So we come back here. Let's pull it up. Regression trend, where you at? Okay, so the only way this would happen here is if we make a clean breakthrough. Like, this has to basically bounce like that and just go. That would be the only way that we would have a major rally in the short term. We need to like clean cross. This thing has to go probably up to like 40 bucks if we do cross that. That would be the only way. And again, I'm not saying that's off the table at all. Just giving you multiple scenarios. Multiple scenarios, bro. We have BB earnings too. Okay, Highcroft earnings. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, typically with earnings, man, we've seen a lot of volatility crush lately with GameStop. We saw it with AMC. So that sort of card might continue here in the short term if, you know, things are happening like that with those stocks, right? So just consider that, you know, even if we do have earnings, you know, yeah, it's possible that they're you know, they say something that is very bullish and we go up. Yes, but it's also possible that they just Ivy crush it just like they did with Amy and GameStop. They've done it before, man. They have done it before. The pattern that was, I mean, I'll pull it up. The pattern that people are tracking back here. What is it, January? And see how it's looking. Because this is what they were tracking, right? But remember, guys, patterns do give up sometimes. You know, they don't have to play out exactly how they look. That's not how it works. Even if it looks like very promising. So what happened here was something like that, where, you know, we got a sort of more of a gap up here. You see the projector here? The projector pattern right here was very clean. And this is what I was saying, guys. Like, sure, you can look at this as a projector, but you have to remember that this was a different price level here. We were at $1. Okay, right now we're not at $1. We're at 16 bucks if this was a projector. So it's a different game. It's a different price level with patterns. Like, you know, again, it's not impossible at all. Okay, I would love, honestly, if we rallied, that would be fucking great. We're gonna look, no matter what, we're gonna fucking rally. We're gonna rally it up. But and I'm rooting for Amy to just break that regression trend as soon as possible. But I think I would not be doing my part if I did not provide that other scenario for you, because that is also a possibility, and that is the reason why I gave you guys that $28 level target by March 29th. And I said this is not a squeeze scenario specifically because of that, that regression trend resistance level. Okay. But you already know, man. Amy sometimes does like some shit out, and she just does her own thing. And you know, if this is a triple bottom cup here on the daily, right? If it's a triple bottom cup and then she doesn't want to do the handle, then yeah, sure thing. But if not, then yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of a push down, and that's okay. Are the hedge funds, short hedge funds, all using the same algorithm, or is it competing with other algorithms? There's bullish hedge funds. There are short hedge funds. There's neutral hedge funds. There's all sorts of types of hedge funds, but the ones that basically they communicate with each other, hedge funds, because they're computers competing against each other. Typically, they have very similar technology. Okay. So it's normal for them to be fighting with each other and sort of keeping the price where the algorithm wants it to be, because they have very similar code integrated in their systems. So yes, they do basically compete against each other, but then again, at some point when you have unexpected volume coming in that the algorithm doesn't know how to handle, basically you're beating the algorithm. The human is beating the algorithm, and the algorithm can't do shit about it. When you get a ripple effect, the algorithm stops working, right? You get the downfall of many shorts that will ultimately lead you to that squeeze, right? Hey, remember, Amy don't like no cups. Yeah, you're right. She don't like no cups, and that's true. We also have to consider that sometimes she does. Sometimes she does. The reason why I'm looking at it this way, guys, too, is because, okay, like in the past, you know, and I've said this before many times, but they'll make us think the technicals are ready, and then, right, you got the flag, you break down, you start to come back up, right? But I say this for sure. It goes both ways. We know when the cycle is pointing to the upside or downside based off of what we're tracking, right? You make your judgment in the end, but like I can tell you for sure that the technicals were ready right here. The technicals were ready. Okay, we broke out, we established a little projector, and we went right here. If you looked at it from a technical perspective, I would say they're not ready. Right now, do they have to use the same approach here? No, they don't, because you see it happen a lot. Well, at least intraday or on the micro, you see Amy behaving how she wants. Like, you know, intraday, guys, she does ignore the cups and the handles, right? So yeah, if we just went up, sure, she would be ignoring that and just maybe having a little bit of a tiny one and just going, right? But just from a more like realistic conservative approach on what I think the algorithm does here and is running with, I would say it would make a lot more sense for these people to psych more people out before going up. It's this, guys, and this kind of sucks, but like it will hurt some people. Unfortunately, some people are not going to be happy if this plays out, and that is where kind of like what happened down here, where we went up and then they took us out of a channel. Actually, we were respecting this trend line down here, and they took us out briefly for a minute before going back up. So this is very similar in that some people are going to be upset that, you know, if we do come down, it'd be like, what the fuck? Like, we were just going up, like, what's going on? And then out of nowhere, they just take us up, right? It goes both ways, though, dude. It goes both ways. All right. That's why some YouTubers are saying that the price is not real. Well, because in dark pools, you do have a different system. So a lot of the times, you know, retail is limited to the, certain exchanges where the price will be displayed a certain way. But, you know, if they are trading like all of these synthetic shares that we believe, you know, are being traded in the market, then yeah, you're going to have a different price action in the way that they're trading in the system, right? I think the price will be, you'll discover the true price when the short interest basically, the short interest is dying down, and we start to actually squeeze. You're going to see a bunch of people come back in, and the short interest is going to start to come back up. So it's your job to pay attention to that. You need to pay attention to the short interest coming down on the way up. But then when you see a surge in short interest, you're going to want to just consider like, all right, guys, you know, short interest went down a lot. It went down, you know, to 3%. Most of the shorts got out, but now it's coming back up because people think the price is going to come back down, which is very natural of short in the way short interest behaves. Is if, you know, the price level is really, really high, all the shorts got out, you know, the naked shorts, and then you start to see, I don't know, like 50% short interest on AMC. That's going to indicate that, you know, the short's covered. Everybody's jumping in because they want to short AMC, because there's going to be money to be made on the way down from these larger institutions, right? Yeah, it's it's a crazy thing, but that if that makes sense, you know. Or text update, sure. Sure. Short interest is about 1% up for the day, so they are adding some, you know, and the current short interest is 21%, around there. Cost to borrow average is 2.87. Cost to borrow, the minimum was 1.9%. So it's sticking. It's on the same range. It's still on the same range. Yeah, we got about, oh god, my ears right now. We got about 45 minutes left here intraday, and yeah, man, we're just chilling it out here on this wedge. See how the SPY is looking here. SPY is close, man, to crossing this 30-minute. Nah, yeah, the 30-minute is not, you know. I would be looking, if a major downturn would be looking at the 2-hour. Or the even the daily is a major, obviously the daily one. Look at that though. We crossed the daily one right here. Eek. Oh baby. I don't know. It might be interesting, but I think in the short term, if we do get a curve here on the SPY, it would be probably coming close to this level to meet this 13 EMA here, maybe around 40, maybe around, yeah, like 450-ish, and then let's see what the bars pattern. Where's the bars pattern at? Oh, we're in the wrong one. Fourier transform here. Yeah, I would say maybe around that, like yeah, look at that right here, 450 from its lows, like 450 in the short term to kick it off again and keep going higher. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna stop. All right, look at that. We just broke down of the wedge here. Again, guys, you got to look at the volume here. It's still not in divergence, okay? We are facing down here on a wedge, which means that unless it starts to curl back up, you don't get a break up. So we're just basically extending this wedge larger and larger here in the short term. So just watch out for this bounce right here. That's what I'm looking for again. This would be ideal as far as the price action goes. Now, like, this doesn't mean that, like, here in the maybe in the macro there might be some bullish divergence. Let me see. But this is a short term. This is the 1 minute. Let's look at 30-minute. So yeah, again, if you look at it on the 30-minute, I would say, well, this is the average. Look at the 2-hour. The thing is, there is, okay, so right here, I wouldn't necessarily call this I would say if it was going up like this, I would say yes, bullish divergence. But since it's coming back down, I wouldn't call it just yet. I would wait a little bit, not financial advice, but typically, guys, bounces are they're not drastic unless it's a V reversal. Then I would say that would be very, very interesting to do, right? If it did this, that would be very interesting. I would say, however, here in the short term, oh no, no la. You also have to look at this too, guys. Remember, I was meeting back here with it. Depending on how it reverses on this bounce. If we do get the bounce right here, if not, we would get it. Yeah, so I said about 250 earlier today. If we get it a little bit under that, it would maybe be about the 25.10, if not 25.50 for that range. Yeah, it's pretty nasty, guys, but look, it's not the end of the world. Okay, remember, what are we looking at here, guys? On the big picture, what are we looking at? You're looking at that on the big picture, okay? So, and this one, the moving average obviously is a little bit higher. I don't expect us to go like above this or anything. This is a bars pattern here. You would see, if anything, on the reversal back, I would say maybe 30 bucks, maybe. But if the downtrend is starting now, then you might see a little bit of a bounce, 28 or something, and then coming back down. Okay, just keeping it very realistic here with you guys. Price action goes. Remember, yeah, keep that faith here in the short term, man. There's no reason to be upset right here for this little bit of a downturn. We went, how much have we gotten up in the past 2 weeks, guys? When in doubt, zoom out, right? That's a thing. Technically, we went up all the way up here, right? But I mean, if you went on options and you sold right here, I mean, holy shit, that's a lot. But right here, okay, guys, 130%. Okay, a little bit of a dip. If you're down here, I mean, you're still up 93%. Right? So a little bit of a dip ain't that bad. Okay. Another thing to note, okay, in the short term, is the possibility of a bounce, sort of stick around here for a little bit. And yeah, dude, it's just is what it is, man, with $25.60, okay. Let's see. So the fib, let's look at the fibs. Yeah, so see how the fibs are right here? Remember, it's always a little bit more in which it will go down and then bounce. So I would see a bounce here in the near future. Going into after hours, you might see a bounce like this. Probably, something like that. We got about 40 minutes here left in the day. I always like, I mean, guys, I don't know what you're doing with AMC. I don't know if you're trading options or whatever. But I know that a lot of people are. Lately, they've been trading options. Again, this is not financial advice, but in the way that I look at this is establishing support and then coming back up to sort of see what's, what you want to do up here for a little bit, and then, just look at it that way, right? Sometimes that's kind of save yourself there, you know, from this thing going even lower, right? What if it wants to test this $21, $22 level today? You never know. You never know. But this was, again, yeah, this was something to just expect. Okay, if you were here on the channel, if you've been following the website too, I post the scenarios on there every single week for you guys to look at and see if, you know, that's something that works with you, as far as the price, you know, wherever you think the price would go from there. Yeah, no, for sure, Macan. Yes, sir. But yeah, let me pull it up real quick. It's so the scenario for the week is very similar. It looks very similar. Here, hold up. If I can pull it up. There we go. All right, so this is the scenario for the week as far as the price action goes. So if you go on tradingwithemotions.com, you get this every single week. I'm going to post this every single week for you guys. I posted this on Sunday, okay? So you click on scenarios, weekly scenario, it'll tell you the day, and you press on it, right? So I had us going up, again, to that $28, $30 level and then coming back down to test that resistance, right? That zone of previous resistance, which now becomes support. The reason I had that was very specific to what is happening on that major resistance level, okay? And again, I'm never going to post anything here specifically to, you know, as a bearish, as in bearish sentiment, but I'm going to give you the short-term scenario so that you could do your best. You know, again, I hate watching people, guys, losing money. There's really good safe ways to do this. There's very much safe ways to do it, and I want to start something on that to sort of minimize your risk when doing stuff like this. Okay, I mean that. Okay. Well, it is true, my guy, though, Donald Young. It is a you never know scenario, because what if the government were to step in and do some shit, right? What if, you know, you really don't ever. I don't have control over that, you know. I don't have control over what the institutions want to do. What I see is something that has been happening on a cyclical level, and it's been working so far. That's what I'm looking at. And if it works, if it's working, great. I continue to do that, right? But yeah, it's very true. It would be irresponsible for me to say, you know, that, you know, because things don't always have to play out that way. They don't. Well, let's look at the EMA then. Let's look at that EMA. And we did get that cross, by the way. We got the cross, and speaking of the percentage in which we went up on that cross, actually, on that day. Look at this. Wow, on this shit. From the cross, 50 fucking percent. What were we talking about here? Actually, a little bit more. 56% on that closing candle. And what did we talk about back here on this? Okay. From down here to down here, it was 28, but from its bottom, it was about 50% too. But this was powerful, my guy. This was a powerful move, okay? Look at that. We're bouncing right off of that. See that level? Right off of it, guys. 25.50. Okay, now watch out for this. Watch out for this right here, because it could be a little bit of a dead cat and then bounce again like that. But we did get a clean bounce here, which is really good. We got about 30 minutes left. All right. Wow. My body is killing me, man. I'm sick. I'm still sick. I'm feeling better, but I'm still sick. Yeah, reverse repo has been going up every single fucking day for the past, like, year. Quiet Quest, thank you, man. When do I think we'll lift off to new heights? Again, I'm the current setup that I have according to what's been playing out here. Why does it sound so weird? Okay. All right. Is going to be, bro. Not that. Where the fuck is it? Guys, I need help. I need help with organization. That's what I do to myself. There we go. This is what I got so far, and this is a bars pattern here, but it's giving you the fib levels that we're watching. So you can see right here we've already hit this one. So you might see a short-term bounce, right, and playing out its own version of this pattern. But I see us making a projector pattern, okay? I see us possibly coming up here towards the end of the month, April, which would be around the 25th. According to options, according to the cycle, according to the setup, just the overall setup here, this would be very ideal, in my opinion. And then this is, again, just a point of interest, not specifically looking for a price target or anything, but if you start to see the price going up around this date, and let's say, you know, we come up here to 40 or whatever, come back down, and then we do that, you know, that is very likely as well, but it's just giving you that point of interest for this setup. And easing up on reverse repo. Oh, COVID? No, I don't have COVID. I hope not. I mean, I have tests here. I haven't taken it yet. I probably should, though. I hope I don't have COVID. I don't think I have COVID. It's probably allergies, dude, honestly. But yeah, for reverse repo, honestly, guys, like, and that's the thing about this channel as well, guys. I don't look at anything that has to do with like fundamentals specifically for AMC. If I'm being honest with you, I have very little. I'm very skeptical with anything that is thrown in the mix. So anything news related, catalysts, very skeptical about it. I think that there's an agenda, and the agenda is being followed the way that it's intended to be followed, right? I think everything else is just in the mix on purpose for the purpose of retail. Again, it's all psychological. We'll talk about very specific things about how the market is doing this, the market's doing that, and then in the end, there's an agenda behind it, and the agenda is something that is happening on a cyclical level. You can't change the patterns of what the agenda is unless there is a surge in price action or a surge in volatility on either direction, and that's why I'm a believer, right, in the projector pattern and how it works. You get a inflow in volume, and it exceeds that threshold. It'll just overclock the threshold and then just kick it off right to new highs. So yeah, I'm very, very skeptical, dude, with fundamentals and anything in the mix. Really, I think things are gonna happen on certain dates and certain time frames is when you get that, and then they'll throw in the catalyst right on time. So when the technicals are ready, I do believe that they will have like a catalyst ready for it. They'll be like, oh shit, we fucked up, can't do this anymore, we need a catalyst here. What is it gonna be? And they'll throw one. Yeah, they'll throw one in there. Hey, we'll keep an eye on it, man, Kevin. One thing is for sure, though. I mean, if you guys are new to the channel, go watch the video March 29th, because we were tracking this entire thing here specifically with the cycle. Like, everything that played out the way it did, even the price target level, was because of the cycle. There is nothing, like, there was so much pointing to it, but the 3-month cycle regression trend was tracking it. We had the actual cycle tracking it. So this is the cycle curve here. And this, you can tell right here, the upside played out right here. This is a 3-month cycle pattern that played out. This lines up with also lines up with, let's bring the actual cycle here. This lines up with the projector pattern and the run up, which is what's happening right here, right? And then we also had the Ethereum classic cycle that was tracking AMC, which was another thing that we were looking at. And that was the one thing that that was like the cherry on top for me, because everything else was playing according to the cycle on these dates. But the Ethereum classic, basically discovery here, because we had been talking about that since the Doge setup that we had, but then Ethereum classic came through, and it was like, dude, this thing is like tracking to a T, man. Like, there's something going on here. That was a cherry on top, man. That was what kick things off. But yeah, there's so much proof, dude, and I said the other day, I was like, this isn't a theory anymore, dude. I think it's real. I think it's real. I think they're not gonna talk about it, because there's so much you can actually predict with shit like this. But yeah, if you guys stick along here after AMC, I'm gonna be doing the same thing with other stocks, because every stock has a cycle. Every stock. And we're just gonna be doing that, man. Price discovery using cycles with and then it'll give you a nice like ratio, because like, yeah, things could play out to the upside or downside, but I mean, what indicator gives you that, man, where it's like, here's a time frame, pick the upside or pick the downside? I mean, bro, at that point you're like winning every time. It's like, you can't go wrong with that. I think it's real. I really do think it's real, dude. All right, let's look at Amy intraday. Let's get it. Hey, if you guys haven't done this, some people were saying, I do read the Discord, by the way, guys. It's just sometimes I can't, you know, fully answer some things with what's going on, but some people were saying how they don't get notifications, like when I go live or anything like that. So just like if you're subscribed or not, whatever, you can hit the little bell, man, and that'll just send you a message, and you could, you know, you don't even have to worry about that way you don't, you know, if you're trying to be on or like you don't busy or whatever, it'll send you that notification, dude. Yeah, I can compare it. I compared it a little bit earlier ago. Let me see if I still have it here. Probably. Not it. Where is it? There it is. That's the January comparison here. So you gotta, guys, you do have to consider this too, though. Like, I mean, just based off of this, like, this would have been that point to come in, and we did just get a 30-minute cross right here on the 30-minute EMA. Not the best thing ever. Let's see if we got an hour one. If we got an hour one, that one might be a little bit heftier. Again, I'm not trying to say that this is impossible at all. I'm giving you what is screaming at me here in the charts. Okay, guys? Again, I'm really focused on this level right here. This is what I've been focusing on here the entire time. Is this level of 28, 29, 30, okay? Need a clean breakthrough, okay? And whichever way we get it, it's gonna take us off. If we get it in fucking 5 days, great. If we get it, you know, here on the projector pattern setup around the 25th, great. If we get it in the short term, great. Either way, break that shit and we're going. We're mooning. Fucking mooning, baby. There's an alert, but it's always an hour late. Really? Louise, that's crazy that it's an hour late. Okay, well, I do post the videos on YouTube. I should probably start posting the live ones then on there. Okay, on YouTube, on Discord. If you guys want to follow or join the Discord, you can, and I will start posting the live videos on there because that will definitely send you a notification for sure. When I put the blue cycle up, what was the peak of it? Okay, so I remember this too, guys. The cycle here, the reason why I have the cycle laid out like this, I made basically a new version of the cycle here. It's just curved on purpose because I don't want you guys to focus. I tell people this all the time. Yes, the blue pattern is going to be one of the ones that is almost identical every single time, okay? For example, like this one I talk about a lot because you can clearly see what's happening here. But this is a phase here, the blue pattern, okay, in which the patterns reflect off of each other very similarly, okay? You can tell right here, you have the identical and then inverse playing out right here in the middle, right? So that one, specifically the blue pattern, you're going to see things trading very sideways, okay? Nothing major, nothing crazy, right? But on the... Okay, I made a fucking thing yesterday here. What did I call it? It's called Cycle MA. Where it at, though? Probably on, nah, it's not on that one. It should be on this one. Here it is. Cycle MA. All right, this one's gonna make a lot more sense. But if I pull this up here on the 2 hour, okay, we'll take the moving average. You know that's the same pattern. Like, this will tell you. It'll tell you exactly what is happening, okay? All right, you know that the blue pattern is stagnant. It's sideways trading the whole time. And then you have the red portion is typically, as well as the green one, will typically play out inverse or identical. The past 3, or the past 4, have played out like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first one that played up the upside. What does this indicate? This indicates that we are nearing a new cycle, a larger cycle. It's the same thing that happened back here on its cycle. It merged with the current one, and it was a lot smaller, but then you saw this cycle made. You saw this cycle being created at the same time. That's why I think that once we get this projector pattern, now once we squeeze, guys, you're not going to see a cycle. There's not going to be an algorithm anymore. But if we get, let's say we get another leg up, it's probably going to look like this, dude. You know, larger in size. It might be, you know, instead of it being 62 days, you know, certain patterns might be replicated every 4 months or stuff like that. Some of the patterns here are replicated every 3 months, every 4 months on the macro, but talking about very specific to intraday, you're gonna see a larger cycle for sure. But this is how I've been tracking these movements. Is the 62-day cycle has been how I've been tracking it. All right, Amy, what are you doing? Look at that, bounced off very nicely on that level, guys, today. 25. I know it's not the best thing. Okay, I know we're down. Okay, but please. Hey, it's okay. It is okay, man. It is okay at the end of the day. We're going to rally it up, bro, when we start going back up. We're going to rally it up until we start going back up, okay? And when we go back up, we're going to rally. How do I get that projection? Fib levels specifically, but I want you guys to focus on the time frame and that specific point of interest that I'm looking at. So if it was the 25th, that time frame, around that time, I would be like, that is a point of interest. That is where you know, that is where there might be a spike up or a spike down, right? The projector pattern, if it fails to stop the volume, you're going to get an increase in price, but if it can stop it, then you get another cycle. You're going to keep getting cycles. Yes, they are available on TradingView. Yes, I do have a TradingView. It's on the link below too. Or it should be on the link below. If it's not, go on Trading with Emotions on TradingView. You should find me on there. I posted the most recent one is a Ethereum classic correlation right before we had that run up. Very specific to it, just because, you know, it's one of those things, guys. We are tracking. We are tracking. Oh, YouTube wants to tell me that we're fucking playing copyrighted music now. that will deliver us. Slap that ass, right? No, seriously though, Will needs to get back in on that shit. Slap it. Alright, let's go intraday and see what's going on. Spazzing you guys up with this fucking chart. Sorry. Well, MC. AMC. Wait. Right clean, guys, on this level. Right clean. Official, yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I'm glad to be here with you guys. As long as you guys are feeling good, man. I can't, as much as all I'm gonna say is that, dude, I'm rooting for Amy to do her thing. I am. You already know that. Just be careful, man. Just be careful. The fuck? Be careful. Typically, like, all I'm gonna say, based off of historical thing, the way that I've looked at AMC, is that when it finishes on a downtrend, there's typically a continuation. Like, even if you go up after hours, there's a lower dip the next day before going back up. So, personally, that's what I'm looking at with AMC. Again, things don't have to happen that way. We could fucking just rally after hours, sure. I want to make that very clear, because I don't want anybody thinking that I'm over here, like, you know. But I'm telling you, from a historical sense here, I've seen AMC, like, every time we end, like, on a downtrend like this, like, there's no confirmation, typically the day after you will see a small dip. So maybe, I don't know, maybe, like, down here to the 24.90 and then start to come back up, right? But again, not financial advice. Oh my god, my head is killing me. Lupe, thank you, man. Thank you. Good to have you here, dude. Good to have you here. Hey, we have our ups and downs, okay? And you know what? I obviously prefer the ups, right? Who doesn't? Who does not prefer the ups, guys? Promise, man, when we rally, we're gonna rally, okay? We are gonna fucking rally. And I'll be back here, dude. If something starts to happen here after hours, I will be back here. You will see me back here for sure. And I will be posting a video in the short term, talking about my, just a little bit more brief about it. If you're just joining the stream now, or you've been in and out, and you kind of want things a little bit more in, just quick. You know, I know live streams can sometimes be hectic with trying to find a specific point in which, you know, I'm talking about something in particular. So I'll be posting a video for sure. Not in the moment, man. In the moment, I'm not into any AMC options. I'm waiting. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to buy or what to sell at all. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm going to post on the Discord at some point. I'm opening up a new tab just for entertainment purposes in what I'm doing with AMC, obviously. But yeah, I'm not currently in on options. I hope that you know, if Amy goes up, I'm rooting for it, bro. I'm rooting for it, but I'm still gonna tell you what I think. Still gonna tell you what I think. But I'll be here, bro. And you know what? That would suck, right, for me. I would miss out. I would miss out on that run. Not share wise, but I would miss out with options. So, but is what it is, man. I'm a little bit more conservative, and I think that's okay. I'm just a little bit more conservative. To each their own, man. To each their own. All right, we got 3 minutes left. That would be nice. That would be awesome. That would be fucking awesome, bro. But why not play both? Why not be safe on both sides, right? Why not? Why not? I want to be. Yeah. All right, we are gonna close the day around this level. See the volume real quick. Oh, a lot of volume. See how much we have for the day. We ended up the day today at about 93 million in volume. Might be a little bit more here into close the last minute. We got 45 seconds. Five. Alright, guys. We ended the day today 25.68, or 65, 25.68, depending on where you're looking at. Again, I'm looking for, in the short term, you know, anything could happen. There might be some volatility after hours, but here, just on a downtrend for the day, there might be some volatility, and then maybe opening up just a tad bit lower before bouncing back up, and you know, doing that sideways trading for a little while. But we'll see. We'll look at it. I'll be posting an update video here in the short term, so stay tuned for that. But dude, thank you guys for joining the stream. It was fun. I know it wasn't the best day ever, but we're gonna kill it, man. Sooner or later, bro. Squeeze is here. We just gotta slow and steady. All right, slow and steady wins the race. Fucking love you guys. Thank you for coming in, and we'll see you in the short term. All right, bye bye.